you know the only situation in which God can truly be sovereign is if there is free will? Did you know that? If there's no free will, God cannot be sovereign by any definition of the word. You exercise sovereignty in a domain when you can do something well. If you're sober, you can have sovereignty in the domain of standing, for example. And if you get too tired or stand there for too long or start drinking alcohol or something like that, you will lose sovereignty in that domain. All right? If you practice hard enough, you can increase your sovereignty in the area of juggling. You can increase your sovereignty in the area of bike riding. You can increase your sovereignty in the arena of playing basketball, for example. Okay? If you are God, by definition, you would have sovereignty in every possible imaginable domain that could or does not exist. If you're God. The way Calvinists argue against Bible believers is to say that if man has free will and can respond to the gospel, then you're saying God isn't sovereign. What they are saying is that their God, their concept of God, cannot be sovereign in a circumstantial domain where man has free will. In other words, that's a domain, according to their arguments, in which God does not have sovereignty, which means by definition he is not God. You understand that? If God is God, he would be sovereign in all domains, including a domain in which man has free will. So man having free will, by definition, could not infringe on the sovereignty of a being which was sovereign in all things, because he would be sovereign in the domain, the circumstantial domain in which men had free will. Or he's not God. So don't let them sidetrack you with those kinds of arguments.